You can't do that in the UK at all. Minasan, konnichiwa, Squishy yokoso! In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 of my favourite shops in Japan. So if you like videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe! And let's get into it. Number 1, Kinokuniya. This is a bookstore in Japan, for those of you who don't know. But it's one of my favourite bookstores in Japan. Probably because no matter which branch I go to, they always have some kind of an English selection. It might be big or it might be small. I think the one in Shinjuku has the entire 6th floor full of English books, which I absolutely love. But if they don't have a big English selection, I do love looking at Japanese art books. I'm really interested in Japanese art recently, and they have a vast selection of books that cover various aspects of art in Japan, and that's one of the things that I love looking at. To be honest, I love all bookstores in Japan. I think the vibe in all of these bookstores is completely relaxed. I love the smell of books, as I think most people do. But also in Japan, you can stand in a bookstore and read, which sounds super obvious, but you can't do that in the UK at all. If you're caught just stood there flicking through a book, you kind of have to buy it. You're not allowed to just stand there and read the book. So it was kind of refreshing to see that in Japan, if there's a book you're interested in, you can just kind of stand there and read it. So yeah, that was completely a culture shock to me, but it's kind of a nice one. So these days I've been reading a lot of books by Haruki Murakami. Yeah, they're pretty impressive. I find, to be honest, you can always tell the difference between a Japanese writer and an English writer, even in the translated copies, because I've noticed that Japanese writers tend to write in a very poetic style, which I'm completely in love with, especially right now. And it's really cool to read books about areas in Japan that I've actually visited. So whilst I'm reading, I can picture that area and it's like a little journey in my mind. I love it. Number 2, Uniqlo. So we actually have Uniqlo in the UK, but it is a lot more expensive than Uniqlo in Japan. It's relatively popular, but I think the thing to remember is the style of fashion in the UK versus the style of fashion in Japan. It's completely different. And so I think that kind of plays a part in the popularity of Uniqlo. But I absolutely love it because you can get a really good quality product there. I think if you're unsure of where to go for a particular item of clothing, it's always safest to go to Uniqlo because you know you're getting a product that is good quality. I'm also going to include GU in this section as well, just because they're owned by the same company. We don't have GU in the UK at all, but I do know they have branches outside of Japan. But yeah, the UK is not one of those countries that has GU. I love GU because it's kind of the ideal place to go to if you want a simple item at a good price. They also do have some very fashionable pieces there as well, so that's pretty good. Again, I think it's a great place to go if you don't know where to go. GU probably has it at the best price. I will mention that I am in love with Uniqlo's current autumn collection. There are a few pieces that I've been looking at there which I'm thinking about buying. The other thing I love about Uniqlo and also GU is that they have a lot of collaborations with other companies, with artists and things like that. I find that fascinating. I think my favourite recent collaboration that I can remember is Uniqlo did a collaboration with Seiko Mart, which, why? But also amazing. The items were really cute. I really wish I had purchased something, but yeah, that was just so fascinating to me and something that I love about Uniqlo. Number 3, Daiso. You guys knew this was gonna be on the list, and how could I not mention it? Daiso, I think I've spoken about before, but for those of you who don't know, they sell numerous items for 100 yen, mostly. And everything you buy in Daiso is good quality. and you can find anything there, which is pretty crazy. Even in the smallest Daiso, I've managed to find exactly what I'm looking for. How do they do it? It's really amazing. And yeah, we kind of have an equivalent in the UK. We have Poundland, which is where you can get everything for £1, but obviously it works out to be more expensive than Daiso, and the quality is hit or miss. I think it's one of those examples where you can say you get what you pay for. But yeah, I love Daiso. I honestly don't know what I would do without it. It's honestly a godsend in Japan. Number 4, 3 coins. So I think coming off of Daiso and leading into 3 coins makes perfect sense. So 3 coins is a 300 yen store, and this is my favorite place to go for jewelry and hair accessories. Everything they have is so fashionable and so cute and such a bargain. They also have various houseware things as well, and all of them are really trendy and fashionable. So I mean, I love that about Japan. I think it's not necessarily about the label or the brand here. It's more about what's fashionable, and in a lot of cases you can get fashionable items in Japan without breaking the bank. Whereas in the UK, the label matters more, which that's so annoying. Yeah, I absolutely love 3 coins because you can be fashionable and get things from there without spending heaps and heaps of money. Number 5, Kaldi. So it's kind of obvious to say that the reason I started going to Kaldi in the first place is because they have a lot of imported goods. But that's not why I continue to go to Kaldi. I love their coffee, particularly the smell. When you walk into any Kaldi, you are greeted by the most comforting smell of coffee. I can't explain it. It's really weird because it's the kind of smell you would expect from a cafe, but better. I want to know why their coffee smells so good. Like, what is it? So obviously it's really great to buy imported goods. They have items from pretty much all over the world, but that smell of coffee when you go in is just something I can't explain. I would urge you the next time you visit a Kaldi, really take in the smell of the coffee there. The other thing I really like as well is, and this is going to sound really strange, but they're eco bags. I love the pattern and the design on them. It's really unique to Kaldi, and they just have so many different items from everywhere, from ingredients to wine, cheese. I think the last time I was there, I think I purchased like goma milk and it was delicious. They have everything. It's really, really great, and the staff are always super friendly, and I am so happy that I live right near one because I love just going in there when I'm walking around and just smelling the air, but also looking at all the new items they have. They do change them seasonally as well. So at the moment where we're coming into autumn, they have a lot of limited edition Halloween items that have been imported from other countries. And I love that they do that because it really makes you feel like the season is coming. Christmas is my favorite. Or Halloween. Oh, I don't know. But like that time of year, I really love going into Kaldi and seeing what they have to offer. The other thing to mention about Kaldi is their stores aren't particularly big, which is usually something I would complain about because I tend to feel a little bit claustrophobic. But in the case of Kaldi, it kind of works in their favor. The way the store is designed really carries across this cozy, comforting feeling. And with it being so small and the shelves being full of stuff, it kind of adds to that, especially with the smell of coffee as well. That particular aroma I find extremely comforting. So paired with the small size of the store, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like a cabin in the woods. It's got that vibe, or like a little cottage. I absolutely adore that. Okay, so that's it for today's video, you guys. What did you think? What are your favorite stores in Japan? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!